seeing inmates all the time. They're sick beyond repair. They're I mean, it's I'm talking about they're not doing anything medically to help these people. They're criminalized, and on the flip side, they're disproportionately arresting black men. They're disproportionately arresting black men out here, and I mean, just for stepping into their entrepreneurial spirit. I don't know what the proper solution is, but it seems like they're making more problems than coming up with solutions around here.
Listen. I do apologize, Inmate Anonymous, but we had some technical difficulties. I need you to run your complete spiel from the top again. I do apologize. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm currently an inmate here at Clark County Jail. There's a lot of problems going on out here, but we're currently under lockdown.
I need you to run your complete spiel from the top. We got the technical difficulties corrected. Go ahead, my brother, please.
Okay. Do I start from the top?
Yeah. Go from the top. Go from the top. Just let it out, man. It's terrible out there. Let the people know what's going on. I just experienced it just a tad bit, but you've been out there a lot longer, and I can imagine what you've endured. So the floor is yours, sir. I'm sorry.
Man, from the time I got out here, man, they have a classification dorm where they try to it's more so of a quarantine, so that everybody doesn't get sick. But it's doing the exact opposite of that. I mean, if you look around each one of the cells, they got a lot of guys. We've got a lot of guys who have been having a cold turkey, this fentanyl epidemic. They're borderline dead. Like if you see what these guys will go through, it will break your heart.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're borderline dead? What are you talking about, Inmate Anonymous?
Man, the withdrawal from the fentanyl is horrific, man. I've seen guys that they can't eat. All they're doing is sleeping 24 hours a day, man. I mean, they can't hold anything down. Diarrhea. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Recently, this week, we had 4 ODs with at least one death, and I've heard rumors of at least another death. Condolences to the families of the deceased. We've also, like I said, right now they're under lockdown. They're under lockdown because they're going dorm to dorm searching. But my thing is, if this is supposed to be a secure building,
yes,
how are they getting these? How are these drugs getting in? Upon my arrest, they put me in the X-ray machine. I'm talking about it. The X-ray machine works. I even seen hardware that's in my leg right now from a previous injury. So the machine definitely works.
Listen, so let's just cut to the chase. You're not assuming. You're not accusing the staff of how would we say participating in getting these substances in the facility, are you?
From all I can say is the machine works and the drugs are getting here. The drugs are getting in here right now, and the machines are working. If they're doing their job properly, there's no way the drugs can get into this facility. So it only leaves one other choice of how the drugs are getting into the facility.
Well, Inmate Anonymous, I think you're going a tad bit far. You can't be saying that the staff is in cahoots with bringing the drugs in. Is that what you're saying? Let's be clear now.
Man, listen. I'm not making any assumptions. All I'm doing is stating facts. They have an X-ray machine that they run every new inmate through, and it works. It works. I mean, it works. I'm telling you, it's so hardware in my knee from a previous injury, so it definitely works. So if it's getting in here, it's getting in here some other way.
Listen, guys, if you've got any questions and concerns, anything you'd like to address about the situation going on at Athens Park County Jail, now's your time. We've got an inside correspondent who's giving us his experiences while in there. Let's see what else can we uncover while we've got this opportunity. The floor is yours, Mr. Inmate Anonymous.
As of Tuesday, they came through the dorms. They had a drug dog. From what I understand, they found nothing. They went from dorm to dorm with the drug dog. They didn't find anything. Like I said, man, I leave speculation to the speculators. So that's all I can pretty much do, man. I'm not sure.
Drug
there's a lot
dogs,
of stuff
and
going
they
on.
didn't find anything.
They didn't find anything.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, like condolences to the. I've been since I've been here. There's been at least five deaths due to this same epidemic.
Fentanyl. What do you have to say to the young men and the young ladies out here who are participating in these types of activities? Should they stay away? Should they stop? What should they do?
Man, I want to speak to both ends of the spectrum. One end of the spectrum, for the young entrepreneurs out there. Listen, this drug is death. It's death. It's death in your hands. And if you're dealing it to your people, then you're more of a problem than a solution. I understand that it could be lucrative, but and also we have to say that they're taking these drugs, they're dumping it off in our neighborhoods.
Yes.
And it's not like any of these young brothers, these young entrepreneurs are flying in the airplanes. It has to get to our community somewhere, just like it's getting into jail some kind of way. I was just making eye contact with an officer just then. Who showed me off as just an asshole. But either way,
you're not under threat, are you? You're not under threat, are you? Inmate Anonymous.
No. I'm definitely not under threat right now. Well, actually, it's hard to tell. With these things, kind of touch and go. I mean, they have some very aggressive officers out here, and I just like to say, man, that I'm. Yes, sir, I am. Would you like a word, Deputy Newell? Okay, all right. Deputy Newell doesn't want to comment right now. But like I was saying, these drugs are getting dropped off in our neighborhoods, and they're leaving them up to the entrepreneurial spirit of a struggling black male to sell it, and then the only people to sell it to is his own people, and it's a vicious cycle, man. I mean. And it's not a new one, man. It's the same thing as the crack epidemic.
Yes.
But this, it was a lot of propaganda about the crack epidemic, about crack. Crack wasn't really killing people. This is killing people more so than car crashes and gun violence combined.
Right.
This drug is killing more people than gun violence and traffic accidents combined. So,
Jesus Christ, man! Listen, man, I'm sorry you got to be out there, and like you said, condolences to the families of the ones who've lost their lives behind the wall of confinement. I just had my own experience. It was terrible. It was heart-wrenching, and things have got to change. If the sheriff can't keep the inmates safe, maybe he should step aside and let somebody else try their hand at it. We've had Tommy Dorsey.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing here. See, I think they're approaching this situation from more of a militarized standpoint, other than something that should be counseled. I think they need more counseling. I think there are a lot of resources they're not tapping to address the situation, and I really think that it's a shame and it's a tragedy. It's a travesty of justice, and it's a spit into the lower economic communities' faces.
The people have given up their responsibility to hold the government accountable, and the government is running roughshod over the citizens. Listen, if the sheriff can't do the job, let someone else step up. Let Tommy Dorsey step up. Let advocate Charles Hardy step up. Let advocate Shane Sims step up. Let some of these guys who are putting in the day-to-day work for the community step up and see if they can do a better job. That's my opinion, but that's just me being who I am, squared up.
I was pro Tommy Dorsey myself, but hey man, listen, I really apologize to you analysts like you, but my thing is, man, it's just a double-edged sword that is laying in my community as far as like they for the weak, they getting killed out by the drug, for the opportunists, so to speak, they're getting arrested in the jail. I have a brother in here, man, who was just sentenced to 35 years for this drug. I mean, and if you think about it, man, American gangsters, he got more time than Frank Lucas. He got more time than
you have 1 minute left.
Big Meeks. He got more time to Big Meeks. He got, I mean, and this is for a local drug dealer, man. But like I said, man, condolences to the families, and I mean,
listen. Let's call back. Call right back. Let's get another 15 minutes in with Inmate Anonymous. He's got breaking news about the conditions at the Athens Clark County Jail. Listen, I'm waiting on your call back. We're waiting on you guys. Waiting on you.
Big 10-4. Okay.
All right. Hey guys, while we wait on
the caller has hung up.
While we wait on Inmate Anonymous to come back, I'm gonna step out right quickly. Don't go anywhere. Hold your horses. We'll be right back, guys. Thank you for joining me, Tavares Squared Up, where we practice, we exercise, we implement the Squared Up lifestyle that consists of God, family, business, and country. This is your country. This is your life. We are in control. The government works for us. What's going on at the jail is a travesty. This shouldn't happen in any American city. Why? Because the people don't want it. Who wants this type of mayhem and confusion and catastrophe going on? Nobody. A madman would want that. But hold on one second. Let me do this while we wait on Inmate Anonymous to call back and tell us what's going on from the inside of Athens Clark County Jail. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me, Tavares Squared Up. I apologize for that brief intermission, but we're gonna step to something that's very near and dear to my heart. I wrote this while I was inside, where we're waiting on Inmate Anonymous to call back and give us his experience currently in the Athens Clark County Jail. This is called "If You Don't Know." There he is, guys. Here we go.
Moto.
All right,
Hello,
guys.
this is a prepaid collect call
We'll save
from
this for later.
an incarcerated individual at Athens Clarke County Jail. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private
those of
number.
you who are
To
not
accept
familiar with
charges
this
and
process-
consent to this recorded call, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2. If you would thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Inmate Anonymous, are you there, sir? Inmate Anonymous, are you there?
Mr. Squared Up, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you for joining us, sir. We've got Inmate Anonymous back. What do you have, sir?
Oh man, just for to reiterate on what I was saying before we just got off the phone here. I think it's just a travesty of how the government is handling this whole fentanyl situation. If anybody's been following it, man, what they're doing is they're bringing the stuff to our neighborhoods. They're giving us the opportunity to make a few dollars off of it, and then they're getting a chance to kill off the people who are burnt down with their own sins, and they get a chance to parade the entrepreneurial spirit of a young black male. They put you on the front of the paper and everything. Anybody attached to this, man, I can assure you that you can't win. You can't win this situation. Abstinence is the best way for this. I know that there's a lot of people out here burdened, and they can't. But this fentanyl thing is a form of population control. I mean, that's my personal opinion.
Excuse me, I was just about to pose that question to you. Are you going as far as to say that this is by design and this is another form and a method of population control targeting Black American citizens?
Definitely. I'm currently in here right now, and when I was free, I frequently looked at the local arrest as public record, but some way they started making money off public record, posting everyone's face who's been arrested for that current week. I think it's a bad and busted.
It's the bad and busted. It's Crime Athens. It's a whole smorgasbord of publications and online websites that are catering to that particular business model. So, what do you suggest we do?
Well, I'm saying that I'm looking at these pictures and I'm seeing the pictures on the publication, and I'm seeing a lot of people on the publication who are not actually in here, and I didn't say that it's predominantly black inside of the jail. Now, if you look on paper now, it's littered with all of the races, but inside here is predominantly black.
Yes. I witnessed that hands-on. In my particular setting, it was 32 individuals and 5 Hispanics and 5 whites, and the majority, 22, were Black Americans, descendants of slaves, if I can go that far to categorize them like that. One more time. The jail is terrible. Don't go there, guys. Is that what you're saying, Inmate Anonymous?
Yeah, listen. One of the worst decisions, mistakes I could think of making. For any black mother who has to explain to their son to fear law, this is not really for us, and I feel for the black father who has to sit down and kick his tail whenever he's in the face of and stick to the law. It's a sad sight, man, and I mean, I'm overwhelmed right now just thinking about it, man. I mean, since I've been here, man, if you could see the corruption, you know, it's another thing to hear about it, but when you see the corruption firsthand, and
listen,
yeah,
and
man,
I apologize. I stepped away very quickly. The air conditioning was muffling your sound, but we're clear now. You're clear as a California head of lettuce. Let's go. Continue, please, sir. I'm sorry.
yes, but like I was saying, this whole setup, man. Like I was saying, if you can see it's different to hear the corruption, the you know, for it to come secondhand. But when you witnessing it firsthand, it's very disheartening and saddening, man. And it's just sad, man. When you look around and you see all these black faces, in here, man, and you see, I can personally say, man, the current, I was on my current situation. I was in court. They have judges down here in this courthouse right now that are targeting. They're targeting black men. They're targeting black men.
Describe that. Describe that.
This one particular case is where this guy, I'm not going to say his name or anything. He had came in. Apparently, he had reported to his probation officer because his life situation had changed, and he was homeless. He was they arrested him because he was with someone else.
You broke up. He was arrested because of what? You broke up. He was arrested because of what?
He was arrested, but he had the probation warrant on him. But it was in a vehicle. He was in a vehicle with somebody who apparently had drugs on him.
Mm-hmm.
Got him out of the car. The person who was caught with, they claimed the drugs, and they claimed the drugs, but they still put the drugs on this guy. But the DA didn't even want to prosecute. He was at a probation hearing, and this day he was at a probation hearing. The DA, the probation, and the defense had come to a decision.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was going to go to rehab. It was an inpatient type rehab. It was for a youth program, and the program would have helped him get set back up. We could have got him housing. It would have set him straight because obviously, drugs was a problem.
Right.
He took it upon himself to get himself. I saw the judge look this man square in his face and tell him, that's not going to work for him. Want to go ahead and take 2 years of his life and sit him back out here on the street with nothing. No transitional center. Just go straight to jail. Don't pass go. Nothing. So this was a situation where an individual was seeking for help, hadn't really broke the law.
Right.
The judge was in a position to inflict mercy, but instead inflicted punishment and pain.
What is this thing that I've heard those guys talk about? Rehabilitation before incarceration. Is that not working for Black American males?
Man, I think they're saying rehabilitation before incarceration because it rhymes. It sounded like rap to black people because that's definitely not what's happening. You'd be amazed at the propaganda and the all kind of vices they use for situations like these. But yeah, that is not the case.
Chief.
they'll now for black women, I can't say they're not so linear. For white women, definitely. For white men, definitely. But black male is incarceration before rehabilitation. 9 times out of 10.
Do you
9 times out of 10.
do you think that's because
There are
black?
individuals, excuse me, there are individuals out here right now who been over 2 years
Mhm.
without a state, without a preliminary hearing or anything. I mean, I'm currently in a unit with a guy with such disbelief going on right now.
Mm.
And once you're back here, man, like your community, your output of communication is limited. The only thing you can do is hope someone leaves out of here and take your story with them.
Mm.
And I want to do something, Mr. Squared Up. I appreciate your platform so I can get this story out.
Listen, man. I hate to give you this platform under these circumstances, but these are the realities, man. You know, people have been conditioned to think that the thuggery and the gangster shit is going to be their winning ticket, but in reality, that's going to be your death sentence. As you said, you've got guys out there who's been out there for 24 months, 2 years, and don't have any idea when they're going to court, when they're going to have their day of judgment. Uh, it's a tragedy. Anything else you'd like to put out there before we run out of time on this particular segment, my friend?
Oh man, listen, man. Like I said, man, I just want to thank you, man, for allowing me to use your platform to get the story out there. It's just, like I said, sad. It's a sad day in American history as well as Black history that we have to go through these things, man. I it's a lot of community. It's community leader. It's community leadership is still a thing. It would behoove them to step up and address these situations head on, man, because something's got to change, man. I mean, down to the homeless population that's here in jail, man. If you hear some of the stories of the homeless population that's here in jail, these guys, the police are patrolling areas where the homeless frequent, and they're bringing them in on nothing. Just get these arrest numbers up, man, and it's a sad thing, man.
Wow, wow. So you're saying the police are targeting the homeless community? I think Charles Hardy has spoke about that, man. I hate to bring his name back into the conversation, but the brother is out here working. He's putting his boots on the ground and he's getting his hands dirty, man. And we really need to be supporting him. We need to be supporting Shane Sims. We need to be supporting Jamie Scott. We need to be supporting these people who are actually doing something versus running their mouths and talking.
Listen, man. I'm just to bring another story to you. Listen,
Yes.
man. It's this guy. He stayed out here over 2 months. He stayed here over 2 months for loitering at
Mm.
a park. Loitering at a park. I mean, that's literally what a park is for. And he was arrested for loitering at a public park. That is what I mean.
How did he get out?
It's
What?
serious.
How was his situation resolved?
They finally took him to court. They of course he still had to pay to get out. They could have released him on his own recognizance, but they gave him a bond. I mean, it was extremely low, but there's a church organization that fortunately comes and get a lot of those guys out when they have those bonds like under $100. But
Do you know
he
that
ended up
church?
contacting them.
Do you know the name of that church, by the way?
You have 1 minute left.
No, I'm not familiar with the church. I just know that I've seen them come and set some guys free. Well, we're down to here, Mr. Squared Up. What will happen is, man, listen, man. I hope this helps somebody, and we can get this message out. And we appreciate you. And I can't wait to get out and start
Advocating.
solidifying my squared up lifestyle.
Thank you so much, Inmate Anonymous. Whenever you've got time, please don't hesitate to call back with any breaking news, any updates, anything you need us to know, sir.
Okay, tip for.
Thank you, guys. Hey, listen, guys. Thank you for joining me. Tavares Squared Up. That was Inmate Anonymous live from the Clark County Jail, giving us a follow up to what he gave us yesterday with the breaking news of the overdose of the young brother. I think Miss Tip Jackson, she said that was her cousin Boise. Uh, RIP to the young man Boise. Listen, guys, squared up lifestyle consists of God, family, business, country. It's in our best interest to be fearful and praising God Almighty for giving us this opportunity. This thing called society, this thing called civilized life, it's not new. It's been going on for thousands of years. We're just at the forefront of it now. This is a wonderful time to be alive, but we've got to make the most of it. Get involved locally, get involved statewide, regionally, get involved nationally in the governing of your country. The founding fathers, those, whatever you may describe them as, those individuals knew what tyranny was, and they knew that if you didn't stay vigilant about your freedom, it would slowly be usurped from you. It would slowly be eroded from you. So you've got an opportunity. It's your civic duty. Watch your politics. Everything is political. Thank you so much for joining me. Tavares Squared Up. And we will see you next time. God, family, business, country. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.